Welcome to Mike Ferry TV, the week of July 14th. You know, every time I record one of these Mike Ferry TVs and I say the week of, I realize the time is running out on the calendar year 2025. We're in the second half of the year. January and February were very difficult months nationwide, Canada and the US, for real estate transactions. There's a lot of theories why it was difficult, but the proof in the pudding is the number of transactions declined dramatically. Here in the Las Vegas area where we live and operate our company, the transaction count is down almost 40% over last year at the same time. There's 16,000 agents in our area, in our board of realtors, and you divide that into a handful of transactions, somebody is not making a good living. So let's spend more time in the business, thinking about the business, doing business. So I wrote down some thoughts and then we'll discuss them as we go. This will be the last MFTV until the Superstar Retreat, which starts on July 22nd. As next week we have the start of the retreat, I hope each of you have made a good decision and decided to attend. And by the way, it's never too late to decide to attend. If you haven't and you're unclear as to what's we're going to cover or what the cost would be, call the office, ask for Dee or the sales floor, and we can get you signed up very quickly. It's always interesting to me that, you know, we have during the last week to 10 days, a substantial, and I'm talking about a lot of people sign up for the retreat. And many of these people are people that I talked to 5-6 months ago and said, are you going to attend? And they said yes. I don't know if they have trouble making decisions or they're hoping that they will get a couple listing appointments or showing appointments. That may be the case. What I'd like to do today is give you a few thoughts to put into play between now and the retreat. You should be as active as you possibly can be, meaning production-based activities. So let me ask you a few questions. How many people from your database can you contact in the next 7 to 10 days about moving, buying, or referring? Your database is your best source of potential prospects, whether it be buyers or sellers. How many people in your database could you talk to? Because you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's 6 days to perform. You travel on Sunday or Monday to Las Vegas if you're coming to the retreat. We have the bonus session Monday afternoon, free of charge for those of you that want to attend. We usually have about 1,000 people attend the bonus session. The retreat starts on Tuesday morning. Your database is always full of people that will refer others to you. How many can you call this week? Second question, how many other types of prospecting will you be doing? And are you spending sufficient time to get the results you want for the month of July? July is a short month. We have the retreat, which basically is 5 days. We have in the US the 4th of July holiday, and depending on what day it falls on, it's either a 4-day holiday or a 3-day holiday. And of course, the kids are home and the vacations are being planned and executed. July seems to be a downward trending month every year in real estate. Let's not let that happen to you. I wrote down letter C. They gave you their name and number for a reason. Be fanatical in your lead follow-up. Remember that the major portion of your appointments will come from lead follow-up and not from your first contact with the people. It's how aggressive are you going to be? You're in the grocery store, you're in line, you're at the dry cleaners in line, you've got your name badge on, and a person turns and looks at you and says, oh, you're in real estate. Yes, I am. Are you thinking about buying or selling? Well, my husband and I are thinking about selling. Would this week be a good time to get together and talk about that particular thing that you're trying to accomplish? Well, that would be great. If they give you their name and number, they have an interest in doing something. Our job is to find out the level of interest. We talked 2 weeks ago about pre-qualifying. Letter D, as I mentioned a couple weeks ago, pre-qualifying is of the utmost importance at this time in the real estate business. Remember that you're looking for their motivation and the approximate price they want to list their home for. I think I mentioned 2 weeks ago that it's okay to be on a presentation, decide in your mind that this is not a person that you can work with or is realistic on pricing or doesn't have the motivation, you stand up, you smile, you shake their hands and say, I can't be of service to you at this time. If things change, give me a call. But as I said 2 weeks ago, Mike, I only have one presentation a month. I can't walk away. Well, that means you're not doing any prospecting to get additional presentations. Letter E. Can I get 1 or 2 presentations between now and next Monday when the retreat starts? Always remember, there's someone in your community that is going to list their home for sale in the next 7 days. In fact, there's going to be several dozen in your community that list their home for sale in the next 7 days. They're probably not going to call you, and if you're not going to call them, guess what happens? They go to your competition. As I stated earlier, call your database, call the buy owners, call the expired listings, do just this, the just sold phone calls. Just be active, be enthusiastic, energetic, and you'll get leads maybe to follow up the week after the retreat. There are opportunities every day to be production-based income, production-based activities, and creating a better income. Let's not let a valuable week slide by. If you're coming to the retreat next week, we're looking forward to seeing you Monday at the bonus session. It's going to be a great retreat. It's not too late to sign up. We have people signing up always the week before. I'm not sure I understand the motivation there, but they show up and they sit in and they pay attention, take notes, and take action. Let's have you be part of the retreat. Call the office, ask for Dee, ask for the sales force. Let's get you registered, and we will see you hopefully in a week. Thank you.